Hi, I'm Garrett Shields, owner of Pure Diesel Power. I'm here with a friend of mine today, Travis Kurz of Kurz Diesel and Tooling. Travis, tell us a little bit about this tool you designed in the course of your diesel career.
Well, of course, about 15 years. I've personally, struggled with getting out seized injectors, and a lot of diesel technicians that are in the field have done the same, especially if they're working in the Midwest or even just normal service and repair all over the country. Diesel parts, do retain rust over time, just like every other mechanical component, especially if they got high mileage or, like I said, in a rough climate. I've developed a tool that will pretty much resolve the majority of those problems. Now, when it comes to heavy equipment, diesel injectors, things of that nature, you're fighting fuel, rust, oil, a lot of different components that just create cement over time. The slide action tool that I've created can be fully disassembled for cleaning purposes, for setting into different components of the engine for easier access, for removal, whichever you may choose. The tool comes with its own lubricant for its threads, make sure the tool quality stays in good working order for the life of the tool. The patented design is very simple yet effective. Now, with the threaded attachments that you have, you can do a very vast amount of equipment. You're doing pre-93 12-valve injectors, you're doing all the way to 98 12-valve injectors, you're doing common rail fuel tubes, you're doing 6-7 Powerstroke injectors, you're doing 2001 to present fuel injectors, you're doing EcoDiesel injectors, you're doing BlueTEC Mercedes injectors, a very vast quantity of them. Also, which is a stubborn one to get out, is the Duramax glow plugs when they're seized in the cylinder head. Upon removal, the old trick of just air hammering the threads and trying to get it to break free does work, but most of the time you can't get out of the cylinder head as it is extremely sooted up. So the tool has also created a slide to fit design that once that glow plug is unthreaded, you can use the slide action of the tool to remove it from the cylinder head without damage to the cylinder head. Most of the time you'll find that somebody's in there with a pry bar or the incorrect tool that will damage the component. As well as when servicing the injectors, you'll find that other people are using pry bars and things that are not supposed to be designed to remove that injector that will damage the cylinder head, or if you're working on a high quality automobile that's, say, a race chassis, anything like that, that you don't want to scar, damage, say it's a polished engine, you're using finite care when using this tool. This tool also will work on a lot of agricultural equipment due to the thread pitch and the mobility. The actual swivel end, you have 360-degree rotation along with 180-degree rotation of the actual tool usage for tight fitting applications.
Well, Travis, this looks like a quality, well-built, versatile tool. Can you give us some ideas of what you use it for, please?
Yeah, I have a couple demonstration pieces here that you diesel technicians will know out there. Obviously, we've already shown the glow plug removal. Here, we have a LB7 injector. Very simple to thread on, and obviously when it's in the cylinder head, you can actually use the tool to thread it on itself, or if you're working on cylinders 7 or 8, you can take the attachment off there, put it on the injector, and then slide the actual slide shaft onto the attachment. For the troubled injectors that also have seized cups or that are seized to the injector, you can actually use the tool to tamp down and apply a good amount of force to break it free from the cup. Then remove the injector. Very, very simple. Here we have a 12-valve injector that also very similar process, just slide action to remove. Whether they're rusted or just normal service and repair, it's one of the best tools that you're going to find to actually use for removing the injector in a time efficient, quality and non-damaging way to the engine. Here we have a Cummins fuel tube, which, as we know, will rust around the seal ring here and cause corrosion to where it does bind in the cylinder head and causes it to be very tough to remove. The old way of pliers and channel locks are not the correct way. Using this way will actually allow you to remove all the debris that is on the face of the fuel tube and pull it out of the cylinder head. So when you go to clean it and put the new fuel tube in, you're free of debris. An additional fitting has been produced that will also allow you to do the first gen 12 valve Cummins, the Ram EcoDiesel, and the Mercedes BlueTEC diesel. This is an additional fitting that will need to be purchased. The kit consists of the glow plug attachment, the fuel attachment, the slide kit, and the lube oil.
Well, here we've got a 97 Dodge Cummins with the lightweight fender package. It happens a lot in the Midwest.
I don't know, Garrett. I think I may have to go to the doctor after touching this. I don't think this is going to work.
Well, let's see if we can get an injector out of it. We'll worry about the body finish. We'll get the retaining nut out of there and throw it on the tool. Truck's got about 330,000 miles on it, so there might be a little bit of a scale buildup.
Wow. Just like that. As you can see, if you look at the rest of this engine, it's completely covered in rust. There's some penetrant oil for having to remove the fuel injection lines, which is a must do, obviously, when you're doing injectors. But as far as actually getting any penetrating oil into that injector and getting it to break free of that will not happen. You need to use a slide action tool in order to do that.
Well, that really worked well. Let's see if we can get another one out of here. I'll give it a try. Get her threaded on here for maximum thread contact. Wow, easy as pie. Very nice.
I'd say on a rusted truck that you don't want to touch still works. Here we have a 06 Cummins with rusted fuel connecting tubes that feed the injectors. Obviously you can see as this thing has been maintained, not at all. So here we'll take out the retaining nut. That's make sure it's free. Yeah, there's quite a bit of rust in there. Filled with salt. Garrett, would you hold that, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Also, for the rear cylinders of the engine that are hard to get to, you can use the tool as leverage as well, as I'll demonstrate here, instead of having to use it as a slide action like that. You can actually use the tool to pop it out, just like so. Yeah. Time for replacement.
Well, thank you, Travis. I think this is going to be a very important tool to a lot of different shops, including our own, across the country. So I would definitely appreciate the presentation.
Thank you very much, Garrett.
Sweet.
Yeah, over the years, I wanted to design something that the everyday shop could use, whether they were flat rate, salary, high pace, low pace, race shop, or even your do-it-yourselfer at home, the weekend warrior, across the whole spectrum. This tool makes the job easy. And for lack of a better term, the best tool that you're going to own when it comes to diesel injection removal. Due to the quality and durability and fine design of this tool, it supersedes the other slide action tools on the market. Because of its quality and durability, we're offering a 2-year limited warranty.
Pure Diesel Power is proud to be the exclusive distributor of this fine tool. Get yours today at an introductory price of $249, and definitely watch us on social media and our website to see what other adapters and applications this tool may work on in the future. Thanks again for watching today.